Going on like the live, y'all. Oh, peace. Yeah. Yes, first yes, first thing, time for everything, right? Even though I am tired. I am tired. But y'all stay up because I get up at 5 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. every morning. What's up? A lot of people live right now. Like the live, y'all. There's a few people. Yeah, okay. I mean, it is what it is. Hey. Well, yeah, what's good, y'all? Let's like the live. Like your shed alive. Like your shed alive. Get people in here. Who is this? What's funny? What's up, Mel? What's funny? Aye. Aye. That's your name. Like, what's funny? I'm not laughing about anything. I'm surprised y'all not taking the mic. None of the Africans are taking the mic. They usually love it when it's just me up here by myself, so they can try to jump me. Oh, you find him? You finally got him. They finally got me cornered or something. What's up? Come up here. Come up here. What's up, Diaz? What's up, G? What's going on? Where everybody at? Tasha. What's up, Venus?
Hey, I've been packing all day. Packing all day.
What's up, Lachey? Oh my gosh, I'm tired.
Yeah, hey Darvina, period.
Let's get a check.
Yeah,
What's up?
what do y'all like better, Davina or Darla?
Hey, yo. What do y'all like better, Vince or Vincent? Victor.
Victor is crazy. I'll take Vince. That sounds like a cool guy name.
What's up? Like the live, y'all. I guess I'm gonna start all my lives off yawning, storm up. But I gotta stay up because I get up. Gotta
How's
get up
your
at 5.
day?
Had to teach a pointless class. Well, I didn't teach it. Driving maybe later. Yeah, y'all always busy when it's time to come up on the panel. Y'all rather trolling the comments, right?
I just came from Americans Live. It had 93 people in there.
Oh wow, nice.
It was like FBAs on there and Africans on there. So
Yeah, I don't really be checking like who's live until I'm on live. Like I was like, oh, who's on live? Like I just go, maybe I'll check my notification. I go straight to live when I'm open an app, ready to go live, home from work. I was like, I got a set time, I gotta be on here. You don't got TikTok. What's up, Draco? It's fine. Your support on YouTube is fine. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the YouTube. 25 more subscribers till I hit 1,000. So I can get paid on YouTube. But yeah, it's not like yeah, because I got a set time. I'll be out like 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern time standard time. Because I gotta get up at 5 a.m. Weekends it can be different. Is it the same as your TikTok? Yes. Yes.
5K and then 10K.
Yep. I'm Darvin Osiris on all social media platforms except Facebook. But if you somehow follow me on Facebook, you can find you follow me on Instagram, you can somehow find my Facebook. Even though it's not linked to my Instagram. Or whatever. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, how many subscribers I got now? 900 and just follow. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man.
So Darvin, aren't the Patawomac, weren't they part of the Powhatan Confederacy?
Yeah. Yep. It told me. Yep.
Cujo told me that they weren't part of the Powhatan. I said I was descended from the Powhatan, and he was like, "What type of Powhatan?" And I was like, "Patawomac."
They're Powhatan. They had close ties to the Powhatan Confederacy. Even if they weren't quote unquote originally a part of it, they end up getting absorbed into it. Quote unquote. Yeah, they're part of the Powhatan Confederacy. Like it literally says it on the website.
And I'm like, the Cherokee isn't even a real tribe, technically. The Muskogee Creek either. They're a mix of different tribes from all over.
Right. For sure. Yep, exactly. What's up, Maya?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm tired actually, but the lives gotta you get these followers and this money, all right, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to sleep because he's old. I'm not even. You wish I was short. I'm 6 feet tall. You wish. Yep.
Yeah. As per prompt, these two groups of people want to deny you of your heritage, and I do share a bloodline. I'm half what we would call now is Black American and half Jamaican. So they want to deny your heritage because they're both benefiting off of this lie that's been being told. So the natives are benefiting off of like social credit and then political credit, all these other things. And then the Africans are benefiting off of claiming you as a part of their group, which you're not. You're your own group of people, which have majorly contributed to the rest of the planet, not only here in the States, but you've contributed as culture, political movements, economic movements, and basically gave the world the blueprint of how to fight powers.
Right.
So they do benefit off of you not knowing and having this disconnect to this identity that they already know that it is yours. So they're just gaslighting at this point, because I've been listening. I did my own genealogy. On my dad's side of the family, they were not slaves. They were here long before that. I have records going back to 1500s. That's as far as I push back.
Right.
But that's why it's like,
unfortunate.
it's very sad. These people, what they're trying to do is, it's very sick. I sit and I think, and I'm like, wow, like it makes me feel groups, because they're just lying. They're living off of a lie, but the lie is burning out.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah, it's all over. It's all coming to an end. They no longer get to live off the backs of the society builders, the civilization builders.
Yeah, just say dance for y'all. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's over.
So, yeah, over for sure. What's up? Yeah, y'all people can request up. Y'all just know I like opposition up here. I prefer not more Africans, but if it's a nice balance of the panel of Americans and or people that agree and disagree per se. People that agree or disagree per se. So opposing opinions. Because I'm not gonna lie, I get bored when it's an echo chamber. I will end the live if people have seen me do it. Is that what I think it is that just pulled up in here? Because they can't the deception is told they can't get rid of the deception that was told to them. Is that what you mean, Fatah? Yeah, you might want to retype that. Have no evidence of the claim except okay. That's fine. I just had a Pan African try to argue with me over the Black Laws Dictionary. No, they don't read. Like, people on the internet do not read. People on the internet do not read. What's up, Gerbil?
Tap the screen, or the host not gonna dance for y'all. Go ahead and tap the screen.
You are correct. Yeah. Like, I've proved over and over that these same Pan Africans and people that try to troll us do not read. They don't know how many books they read. They can't name 5 books that they read, maybe or even 10 books that they read recently. Like, I'm over it. I'm over playing with Pan Africans. What's up? Yeah, I'm over playing with Pan Africans. I'm not gonna lie. I'm over that. That's like boring. It's boring to me now. It might be funny, y'all, but it's boring. Because they've been a punching bag for so long. Like, it's no fun in hitting the punching bag no more.
No, I don't want to argue with them. I want to tell them they need to be deported. They get real offended. They're like, I'm African. So why you not over there? Oh, my
Because they don't want to
ancestors
be over
built
there.
this country. Like, no, they didn't.
They'll be the same ones to say this is a YT man's country, sure. Sure.
Yeah, pick a struggle.
Yeah, pick one. They don't know what to pick. That's their problem. They don't know what to pick. Try and then crash out EBA everywhere but Africa. Shout out to me for making that acronym.
And then they talk trash about our people in the military. Oh, how you gonna fight for this country? Like, babes, if foreigners invade this country, whether the white team man is here or not, they finna be on
Right, exactly.
Country. They was rooting for Russia and China. Like, babes, you live on this land. What do you think is gonna happen to you?
Right. I'd rather be a part of this system, right, than Russia or China. Please.
Yeah, them like that's not only gonna affect white people. Like,
Right, exactly. Like, you think they're gonna treat us better? No, they're not. Sorry. If they take over this land, you think they're gonna treat us? It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I was actually figured out they're actually YT supremacists. I mean, they talk all this trash about us. They're really trying to make the country a YT only and a Black American only land. Like this the only group that they're not trying to deport is Black Americans. So I'm just saying.
Right.
It's because they can't deport us.
Yeah, they realize that all of them realize that over there making power moves. Exactly. They can't deport us. Yeah, like alive, y'all skip
Yeah,
to
but they're not.
20,000. Go
They're
ahead.
not even saying that they were not even making any videos saying they want to deport us though. Like I haven't seen any YT supremacist group making moves to even ask the government to deport us. They're not even trying. Like
Yeah, they gonna say, even the ones that say we're from Africa, they're gonna just say, "Oh, you're a low IQ, you're from Africa,"
they
and
know they
insult Africa.
every insult they make about us. I mean, they be using Africa to insult us, but we don't think we're from.
So don't hit. It's like, all right, buddy, all right, like we can defend them more than they can defend us. We tell them they from Ellis Island, they ain't built nothing over here. They gonna be real offended. But yeah, you from Ellis Island, you're not YT, and you came from immigrants.
An African running from the ice cream truck. What?
Ice cream truck.
They need us for their survival. Yeah, of course. Like they know it's good for them.
Apparently, there's this ice cream truck. It's a conspiracy in Virginia, and they're picking up kids or something.
Mm.
The ice
That's
cream
what
truck
is
that
happening.
apparently it's the ice cream truck that only goes around at nighttime or something.
That's weird.
They do be weird like that in Virginia, but we don't be sending our kids out there.
Whether they reclassified all over the world or just what you think, dude? If we all got the same story, right? What do you think reclassification happened? Why would it be all over the world, right? If we're talking about America, for one. For two, it happened more than just one location
This man
in
called us
America.
Tokyo.
Like, wait. Like, do y'all think before y'all ask questions? Y'all don't even think before y'all speak. You're Canadian, that's why. Why are you in the United States business? What does that have to pertain to you? Nothing.
You're not how the original Canadian indigenous people were depicted either.
Like, folks be doing everything but minding their own business.
Canadian pretendians are
Right.
crazy.
People be doing everything but minding their own business. Like, what you got to do with this conversation? I have dual citizenship, but you're not from here. You're not from those 13 colonies. You're not from the 13 colonies. So you're not from the southeast or northeastern woodlands of the United States. So I have
It's
family there. I don't care if you got family here, you're not from here.
just like yesterday with that NA dude. We weren't talking about him, and he brought himself right into the conversation. But watch him not, or none of his people show up for this conversation.
Hmm. Yeah, every time you mention them, we don't have borders. I don't even need a passport. Okay. What does that mean? You're not from these areas, dude. You're still not from these areas.
It still don't change the fact that this conversation has nothing to do with you.
Ain't going nowhere. Who is this? Ugichi Dakwe. Ugichi Dakwe. Ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
That's an African name.
I know that look like an African name.
Their names always be starting with O. It'd be Alaguatache, Agaguatache, Aguchi, Agechi.
Does it only in the United States where they reclass? Dude, I don't know. No, it's actually not. Not just in the United States. In different parts of the Americas.
Did you know in Australia the Aboriginals were also enslaved or reclassified, but they couldn't be reclassified to African because there was no African slaves brought over there, so that wasn't an option to reclassify them to.
What countries in the Americas? Mexico, Puerto Rico, the United States.
Which is why Aboriginals call themselves Black today.
Exactly. Peru. You know, so many countries. Canada. I even seen it for myself in Canada. There's 35. Why are you asking these questions when I'm talking about the United States only? I'm from the United States. I I was about to say I'm from the United States. I don't care to talk about Canada. I'm not from Canada. I'm from the United States.
Yeah.
I don't care to talk about the Caribbean. I'm from the United States. I don't care to talk about South America. I'm from the United States. I don't care to talk about Mexico. I'm from the United States.
And more Africans were brought to the Caribbean and South America than the USA. So
Tokyo, if you want to have a conversation, be man enough to come up to the panel and not have it in the freaking
Yeah, you about to get muted.
comments.
Yeah.
Because I send you a request.
I sent them one too. Like, yeah, you rather hide out in the comments and just come up here and ask us.
Twitter
All right.
fingers.
Goodbye. All right, mute. Goodbye. You ain't got no choice now. You ain't got no choice now if you want to speak in here. Yep, we take away thumbing. Too much thumbing going on. I'm gonna have to send you in no requests, mute. Too much thumbing going on. What's up, DJ? Too much thumbing going on and no request and mute. Okay. Yeah, I don't care if you send me no
Just
roses.
request that if you want to have a conversation like that.
If you want to get unmuted, that's a galaxy. If you want to get unmuted. And so yeah, pay that little $10 and and send me a galaxy and I'll mute you. What's up?
Let me see.
Yep. They kick a mod off 2 galaxies. So if you want to kick Venus off when she gets the bushmeat babbling, that's 2 galaxies.
Someone's hating. Wait, what number am I in the fan club? I'm number 18.
Dang, 18. Who's number 1?
Seductive French Kisses.
Oh, Frenchie. Oh yeah, she has been.
And my girly girl is second, and CR is third, and Daron is fourth.
Yeah, Frenchie do send a lot of gifts. You look good, love the cut. Thank you.
Mitchie is sixth.
Shout out to Frenchie. Shout out to they not in here, but shout out to girly girl. Shout out to CR. Shout out to Daron.
Y'all want to be me so bad. Prompt.
Smart prompting. Thank you for the follow. Like the lives. Get up to 20,000 likes, y'all. I need it. All right.
How many people are in the other live in Americans Live? It's still 90s.
80. Yeah, it's people going to. It's a couple like that talk about American thing. It's me right now, which is at 42 or 43. Americans at 78, and then you have Lawful Freedman at 70. So, what's up?
They'll never come in here no more. You're scared to come in here.
Who?
You're live, but you haven't been going live lately too. So.
Who? Which person's scared?
Just the Africans in general. I feel like the Africans be ducking this live.
Yeah, they know because they know I'm not gonna let them yell at nobody. They actually gotta act like human beings on the panel. You know, they can't act like animals. Like I'm not really with the gossip and stuff like that. Like it's not tea time over here. You can't call people slaves and you can't bring up baby mama drama. Like no, I'm not trying to hear that.
You drop everybody.
Yeah,
I drop everybody when it gets too rowdy.
Yeah, when I be doing lives on random topics, I be getting a lot of views, but they be trying to take me down.
And then on what else? Yeah, I can only imagine only the same Africans come over here. You might get Sahel, you might get Jadechi, you might get what's his face?
Cujo.
Oh yeah, Cujo. You might get Cujo. But Cujo don't really be consistent like that. You might come in every once in a while. OHF, I'm gonna stay in the comments. Who else? Venus was front. Yeah, I was at work and be doing. I try to pop in when I'm at work.
I want
a little
Uncle
bit.
Moose to come up here.
Oh, he was in here one live, but he didn't come up.
He didn't want to come up and get dragged though.
Yeah, they got me on the list. So avoid this live. That's why the names don't come in here. They got me on the list.
Venus
Whatever
was
list.
frying this one joint earlier.
Yeah, that one jump.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
I'm confused. Come up here then, Sage.
I was weak.
What are
She
y'all
was
talking
so
about?
mad. She was so mad. You were just like so calm.
Oh, was it what's her face? Was it Sunshine?
I think it was Mandinka. Or
Yeah,
is
oh yeah, he was I heard he was going in on Mandinka. That's why I heard
I
her.
wasn't even
Or
talking
was it
about
last night?
Mandika. It was the other girl, that other African that was like, I'm prettier than you and da 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 da. I'm like, girl,
see, I
calm
don't know. All these
down.
Africans look the same. I
The
don't
girl who
know.
said she's from Who from PG? What African from? Oh hell no.
Oh, yeah. I was like, we need to get Darvin up here. He could be able to. He could tell her accent. He from Baltimore. She said, Baltimore's not PG. I didn't say that word. I'm just saying he could probably understand a PG accent because they were saying
Which
her
one she was
accent was
like?
fake.
All right, what she was like on lot? Nah, she was like, what she saying like Slim and
Yeah,
Real
she's
Life,
saying
like
talk. She said talk like how New Yorkers say it.
I don't know. Some
She said
like
talk.
tall. I mean, I say talk, but
Talk.
I
No,
be
the way she
saying
said
talk and
talk,
sauce.
it was like more, the A was more open. It sounded like how New Yorkers say talk. So people thought
Nah,
she had a New York
she
accent.
was talking like a New Yorker, say she from PG. Yeah, luckily I wasn't there. I was about to say that is not a PG accent at all. Like, yeah, they be like you can tell, like, really, like it's not as hard as a DC accent, but you can tell, like, with PG they drag their more words out more. DC they talk faster. But yeah,
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I should have screenshotted her picture. She was like, I'm thick. I'm like, no, you is big. And she's like, oh, so my skin, my stomach is flat.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, you just admitted you had a corset on. Let me see a picture of you without a corset on. Because I know your stomach is busting out the thing like a busted can of biscuits. Like,
I was about to say, yeah, I'll be, of course, like PG is like an hour away from Baltimore. Like, it's only like 40. It's like outside of DC's like
Yep,
45
that's the
minutes
one
to an
that I
hour.
saw.
So yeah, we like, and then there's a bunch of PG people. They come to Morgan, like they go to school here, like
and then
college.
DJ telling me, oh, you gotta admit, she's not fat, right? I'm like, well, she's not obese, but I'm not gonna say she got a hourglass body, and that's not gonna say that.
For sure.
And he just
You
requested
the
up and unrequested. Did I just see
Yeah,
that?
Yep,
yeah.
that's
I
what
was about to
happened.
accept it, but I was too late. I was about to hit reset. He's on fly off the panel as soon as I hit that. So
Why he leave?
called her pops. Somebody called her Pop Smoke. What?
I called her Pop Smoke because her voice is deep. You talking about something like what?
Hey yo, that's diabolical.
Because they were trying to talk about my voice. I have a speech impediment. Like what? I don't have
I
a
don't know.
speech impediment.
It was not applied.
The problem is I have ADHD, so the words.
You might want
As
to
soon as
watch that. I got a clip for that.
as soon as I think something, the words come out my mouth instead of me thinking about saying it, and then I don't know. I think too fast for my mouth. That's really the
Yeah,
problem.
I talk fast too. I think fast and I talk fast. Who's in here? Who can I invite?
Yeah, they be like, Venus, you the oh, why they leave? They're on pause the whole time though. They're like, oh, Venus, your comebacks are quick. I'm like, that's because I say it as soon as it pops into my head.
Oh yeah, thanks. I got a quick comeback. Tributa's trying to be like me with the quick comebacks.
You want to be like me so bad?
They'll be knowing what to say after I say something. They do not know
Yeah,
what to
Darvin
say.
is literally my mini me. Like,
Yeah, you wish. Yeah. What's up, Kappa? Those in the were reclassified, partially those they was reclassified all over, dude. Y'all just only hear people talk about the Southeast mostly. You know? Oh, you know. But sheesh. But yeah, it usually takes like around 7 o'clock is when my lives pick up anyway. I go live around 6. I
Got
noticed that
ready to get
yesterday.
off.
Yeah, folks. Yeah, because it's still 3 o'clock on the West Coast. So we playing.
Tap the screen. Oh yeah, you kind of are live a little bit early.
Yeah, because I gotta get up. I'm not staying on here past 10 o'clock.
Oh, 10 is still pretty. That's still pretty good time, actually.
I'm not staying on. Yeah, I'm not staying on here past 10 o'clock. Because I gotta get up. Like if it's Thursday, yeah, it's still not past 10 o'clock. But if it's Friday, I might go to sleep before I come home from work and get up a lot later. But especially this Friday, since I get paid. Didn't mean to come up. My bad. You good? You good? On the plot.
Keep tapping, y'all.
I might
And then they kept calling me, I don't know, Africans always come up on the thing and call me Asian slurs and Chinese. But then when I get to showing videos of the Chinese people beating them up with sticks and whips and stuff, then all of a sudden it's, why would you show that? Why would you show that? I'm like, well, you said those are my people, so I'm just showing you.
Yeah,
what my
when
people
Venus
doing.
means beats up, she means like a sports competition.
I
Yeah,
mean,
the Chinese are beating it. Yeah,
loving on them.
yeah, she means like a sports cup, like MMA or something.
I mean, like they're hugging each other.
Yeah, she has a very
Oh, you don't need
interesting
sleep.
view of words.
Yeah, y'all want me to argue Africans all night. Yep. Y'all miss some days. I don't even be arguing with them. I like
What
Venus
about the
and
one
terrible argument.
yesterday?
All right.
The one that came out yesterday.
Oh, Africa. Like, what was even? Yeah.
Whatever. They try to act like I be coming for them, but I only say that they, bee scratchers, if they say that I come from Africa, then I gotta get disrespectful. They're like, oh, that's not disrespectful, but I'm like, it is if you're erasing. That's literally ethnocide. That's literally how you like saying that there's something that they're not. That's literally warfare. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, get your rest. Gotta be up. I only get there. I get like 5 hours of sleep. I'm rolling off 5 hours of sleep every day. So
No, it's not crazy because I kind of be running on that. Yeah, I be running at like 6, 7 hours.
what's up, Tiffany? How you been? I've been all right. I'm tired. Been back working. So during the week, I'm rolling off like 5 hours, and I might sleep like 10 hours on the weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
Did y'all know women are supposed to sleep longer than men because
I'm
of
sure.
hormones?
Yeah. Yeah, women can sleep all day and still go to sleep at night. Women literally can go to sleep all day. They wake up. Oh yeah, I've been asleep all day. Thank you, Spicy. And then yeah, they wake up. They ready to go to bed by their bedtime. Like I'm like,
I
all
thought
right.
there was something wrong with me because I'm a night owl, but apparently there's actually some people who's they're biologically meant to be awake at night.
That's me. But the way I'm set up, I prefer to work during the day and
Yeah,
just
like
do
if
whatever I want at night.
if I work all day, then I'd definitely be tired enough to go to sleep at night. But like if I didn't, but if I don't work, then I'd be up all night. I don't know how many people like, oh, take a nap during the day. I'm like, I'm not tired. Say like that.
My sleep schedule changes too, so it might be like we might be in the summer. It might be like springtime. I might start sleeping twice a day. I might just start sleeping twice a day, but we'll see.
The only time I be sleeping during the day is like winter time, but I have to live in an area where like it gets like dreary outside. Like it's a perfect weather to be sleeping during the day. Like it's so like the clouds are dark, it's snowing
Pretty hot.
outside. It's like very cozy.
You're not ready for the season to change, Tiffany. I feel you, but it's not bad because it's basically been like fall type weather here. It's been a little hot.
This is like it's so depressing living here. Like this is why I don't really like living in the deep south. Like there's not really seasons that I get like seasonal depression. I need 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I need all 4 seasons or I get seasonal depression. That's why when I used to live in New Jersey, it used to snow during the winter and then I would have fall and then like it was perfect seasonal change. Then I moved here to Louisiana. It's always hot and sweaty outside. I just can't.
Sure.
But I'm moving to Ohio, so hopefully, I think they got 4 seasons. So
Y'all like this? You like the live? Get some of y'all favorite
no,
Africans in here.
no, I'm not in Cali. I haven't been in. Surprisingly, I still have a Cali accent, but I haven't lived in Cali for years, for like 10 years actually. I'm in Louisiana right now.
Yeah, we're
Military
all.
school. Then,
What's up?
and then I went to high school in New Jersey, and then after New Jersey,
What?
I moved here to New Jersey.
A native just commented on my YouTube. I'm Native American and we do defy African Indians. What?
We do defy. That says
Like,
deny.
did you mean defy or deny? I'm Native
What do you mean
American.
defy? That means to go against. What you trying to say?
I don't know, man.
What you trying to say?
I do not know. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. 24 more subscribers until I get 1,000.
Yeah, if I move back to California, I don't know. They don't have 4 seasons, but like it's okay because it's like they're low key stuck in spring, except for when it gets super hot occasionally. Like, but it's always raining down there. So if I move back to Cali, I probably wouldn't have that bad seasonal depression. But over here in Louisiana, I can't.
Right.
Like I should not go outside and my glasses fog up, but it's mad hot outside. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hot and humid without a beautiful beach. It's crazy. It's hot and humid for no reason.
Hey, where is everybody?
Are they on the other live?
Sharing the live.
99. Okay, OG's back at 99 because all the Africans gonna see over there arguing over there. So not OG, all American.
Yeah, those are your people.
Like, I don't know. Do people get tired of fussing ever? What's up? You're sneaking on your phone out. You still at work? Golly. I couldn't imagine.
Go bi-coastally, the best of both worlds. What's where are bi-coastal areas?
What's up? What's up, Superior? Oh, she's sneaking on her phone for me?
What are bi-coastal areas? Like an interpreter, or is that just a part-time job or something? What do you do at work? Just be talking to people. You be like hush in sign language. You be telling them to hush in sign language.
The latest I'm gonna be at work is at 3:30. That's the latest I will be at work.
Cali in Maryland. Oh, okay.
Money. I come up here, money making Mitch.
He
Why
can't. He don't have
you-
no followers.
They still
what I
can.
was
They
just
can
about to
request up
say.
with their own. They can request up on their own.
I think my ancestors, before Europeans got here, I think they must have been from.
Why's your name Money Making Mitch? You hope you're not an African calling yourself that.
I think
I'm
my
up here.
ancestors used to be from somewhere where it snows, because I feel like our bodies are tied.
Well, I hope TikTok is paying y'all enough. I hope TikTok or Russia are giving you all a fat check. Because if you're doing this for free, what a loser.
We's the real Native Americans and is.
Yeah. And what you gonna do about it? Nothing. But
your username is literally indigenous. Talk about some Jaquarius. That's an indigenous name. Like what?
Exactly.
They
Ain't no
really be
Jaquarius is
thinking-
after York.
They really be thinking they insulting us. That's why I be so weak at these people.
Yeah. Like if y'all doing this, I hope y'all get paid, Joe. Hope y'all get paid. All right, what's up, GC? Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Black American. I'm from the soil.
What?
Oh, okay, for sure.
That ain't no what. Soil is not a state or a city. What?
Yeah, I'm from the land.
Y'all, do y'all have any new jokes?
This
Yeah,
is
y'all don't have any. Y'all don't have new jokes like ever.
African.
Yeah, I was about to say y'all don't have no new jokes like the we was stuff. That's like what? I've heard
Those
like that's
are
like
Africans saying that.
Yeah, y'all stealing talking points from YT people, but y'all want to talk about the YT man.
But
y'all
actually, that
stealing
we
his
was
jokes.
insult. That we was insult comes from Pan Africans saying that we were African kings and queens. We don't believe
Exactly.
that, so that doesn't.
Right.
Exactly. That's
Yeah. There is no African American stand up for America be American. Well, what is YouTube? What do y'all own on YouTube today?
And didn't you YT people say that all of humanity descends from Africa? So you descend from them, from them Lucy's. You are Lucy descendants. So that's what you
Lucy descendants
YT
is
people
hilarious.
said.
Yeah, straight. Yeah, they need writers. They need better writers. They need me to write for them. If they want to troll.
Y'all remember for 1 week all the Black American people stopped making TikTok dances and they didn't know what dances to do on TikTok.
right. GC, what you think about the
He didn't even tell us where he's from. He said he's from the soil.
Oh.
That's not a state.
Oh, the Lucy.
I mean, you can check my profile, man. I'm from the soil, man. I ain't even, man, you gotta say too much. But yeah, well, with the prompt though, I mean, the Native Americans is these are agents, man. They are FBI agents, CIA agents, that over here undermine us. They're the first.
Tired of something you slurring.
You said what?
You sound low when you're slurring.
I'm slurring.
Yeah, you sound like you're not enunciating.
I guess it's the mic or something, bro.
No, I can barely hear you. Yeah, it might be the mic. Real Americans are pure. All right. So who's in the request?
What is
Noble
pure
Rick
black?
L. Whatever that means, right? Whatever that means. Is he loading?
It's the mic.
Yeah. What's up? Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Are you recording something? What's all that noise?
Yeah, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
No, not too much. I was looking melanated, crop and
Okay.
what else? Yeah, I was just reading something about the Native Americans and even the ones that they brought from China. Dude, they attacked them too. They messed them up almost worse. It's crazy because they brought them and put them in place, but they still didn't give a crap. They unalived a bunch of them as well.
Okay.
But everyone is very aware of who the original natives is. It's just a hard pill to swallow when you've been told something for so many years.
Right.
That it's just a hard pill to swallow, especially for the other ethnicities the other ethnic groups that have to swallow this pill as well, because it puts them in a different position than where they thought they were supposed to be.
What? Hold on. Who is Cherokee?
What?
Cherokee Small Hat on YouTube. I'm looking at my YouTube comments. Cherokees are a lot of black people, not in Oklahoma anyway. I hear North Carolina Cherokees like black people. All right. The Cherokee Nation want to be at. I mean, they don't have to like us, right? But they're asking for black people back. So, oh well. All right, what's up, Professor? Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Okay, greetings. I'm from Ghana.
Okay. You're from Ghana.
Okay. Yeah. Since day one, I have never doubted the idea about you guys are the native or the Aboriginal of America. I've never doubted that. But the one thing I want to say is that we also have a history that proves that slavery happened. That one, no one can deny that. We knew that slavery happened. But one thing that is a problem is that if you check the population of Brazil, the number of Black people or melanated people in Brazil are 100 million, and who almost about 35% of the population are melanated, or I would say they are Black. And if you check the Caribbeans, and almost like all of them are Black or melanated. And the number of people that went through slavery are not that quite amount of number that can come there. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Why is this dude following me? Crazy 8S. Why is he
So
following
I don't know.
there's a small number of slaves, but a big number of captive
Don't be
people
racist
in
somewhere else.
war. So you got people that got died after the war, but then you got Africans that were trafficked on the Mississippi. It wasn't the ocean.
Say that word.
Yeah, don't say the T word.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys, you have to build your foundation very well. Like gather some facts, some groundbreaking fact that is really undeniable, so that you guys can stand very well, especially when we come and we start attacking you. If not, there will always be chaos.
Okay. We have Packer. Hold on. Packer Wood, where are you from, Chauvinism?
I'm from America.
Where are you? You're from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm what you guys call a foundational white American.
YT. You gotta say YT up here, dude. Are you here to be serious, or do I need to get you out of here early? Pick one.
No, dude. You tell me.
Are you gonna be? You're gonna be serious if you're gonna be up here.
You tell me, dude.
You're gonna be serious if you're gonna be up here. So, what do you have to say that has substance? Huh? Yeah, he got up out of here. He got up out of here. He knew to get up out of here. Yeah, of course. Like, are you gonna? Yeah, that's how you stop a troll in their tracks.
You say you're looking for solid, hard evidence, but it's evidence everywhere, all over the country. Court documents, congressional records, you name it. It's just that a lot of times the court systems are infiltrated, and when it comes to the point of us getting established that one person is in control of that pen, they always deny it in certain instances. But we dealing with a lot of moving parts anytime we go and try to correct our statuses and do all of these things. We shouldn't actually have to do this, because it's obvious what happened to us. Things were burnt, information was buried. It was so bad that they copied the information to make it their own, but the originality of it comes from us.
Exactly.
Yeah, hold on. How are you a free thinker, right? You're a free thinker, but you don't think about anything. How supposed to be free thinkers, but they don't think about anything? So how you thinking freely when you don't think at all? Like, how you a free thinker? You're closed-minded to information. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, those are master degree type of people. Your black bourgeoisie, and once they get their degrees and bachelor's degrees and master's degrees, and you can't tell them nothing after that. But they don't even understand they have a high level of training. They're not even actually learning real knowledge.
Right.
It's just a highly trained person, and they trained to do something. They will end up being a fixture in society, and that's it. It goes no further than that.
Right, for sure. I was about to say, what's up, Tim? Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna accept no more Americans on a panel after this. Yeah, Tim is the last one right now. What? What'd you say?
Hey, why you say that?
Because I don't want an echo chamber. It's gonna get boring. I'm gonna land alive.
Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead. You can say something. You go on the panel. I ain't drop you in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do believe. Well, I don't believe. I do know for sure they have reclassified us so many times and everything. But why do you think they done that? Though?
Why they what?
I said, why do you think they did that?
Classify to get them out of their land and stuff.
It's the land.
Why you gotta be asking questions like, are we the white people? Are we the ones who did that? Why you be asking us?
Well, I was asking that because it's a reason for everything. I want to see what you guys think the reason is for.
Okay, so when you displace the indigenous people of the land, what do you gain from that? So let's just use common sense. What do you gain from that?
Well, you gain the land, but obviously it was doing something with the land that we wasn't doing, and they was benefiting off of more than we were because the people always went more to their side than our side. So it must have been for a reason, because everybody's going more to their side than our side still to this day.
Yes, land, resources, and control. That's all it literally is. Land, resources, control, power.
Right.
That's why they had to continuously reclassify us because they're still doing it. BIPOC, African American, they gonna come up with something after, probably after African American people allow it. So,
like the same thing is pretty much going on in Africa right now, South Africa right now, and like Central and South Africa. They don't build as much as the other races do and everything. The people around those parts of Central and South Africa, they don't build as much and everything. So they pretty much have like a lot of resources. They're not doing anything with the land, so they come in and pretty much buying the land up from the people and everything, and just put infrastructure and everything around on it. I really can't accept and say that we don't build as much as the other races do. We're a lot more just naturist people and everything, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just that which side of people going to choose? People going to choose more of the infrastructure side versus the naturist side. So I can look at that as being a big reason why they come in and get so much land.
like the lie, bro.
Yeah, the inner cities have energy towers that was built by our people long time ago. That's what attracts everyone to the inner cities. What you got looking like knowledge behind when they gather to the inner cities.
Well, people gonna come to the city regardless because it has a lot of infrastructure, a lot of light, the scenery and everything. So people just gonna naturally come to the city and everything. Now the black races do have a lot to do with, I guess, the drawing in because we do have the black races do have a lot more entertainment and a lot more connection to the planet, which is gonna do a lot more drawing of the energy and everything. But it's all just really based off of the money, Everybody wants the money and the infrastructure, So I think personally that the black community.
Why is your audio? Why is your audio like that? Like I can't. It's like muffled.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me turn my headphones out.
Yeah, I was over there.
Can you hear me now?
Say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's about the same too.
Andrew. Turn the volume up.
We're not. Come on, bro. All right, then come up here, Van City. Like, stop yapping in the comments. Come up
I
here.
already sent him a request like twice.
Yeah.
You already know what to do.
Yeah, I just think the black race in Africa and America, I think we should just try to unite together and actually adapt some of the ways that the recessive races do to actually build with infrastructure and everything, with the corporations, with the unity, with pretty much like adapt some of the things that they do and everything to be prosperous like they are. Because
You know the stuff they took from us.
Huh?
The stuff that they took from us.
Well, you know, of course, the black man built most of everything on the whole planet. I do agree with that, but you know, it's not valuable in our community unless the other races get a hold to it. Like we may build it, but they sell it. If that makes sense to you, you know.
Who says it's not valuable?
What? It's just not valuable. You know what I'm saying? We know that for a fact. You know, like
That's not fact. We make everything
like,
valuable.
Well, you know, so let me explain. It's like we know for sure that, you know, the black races, we are more naturist. We're gonna have a lot more nature. If the black races was to own the world again, like we once did a long time ago, the world will go back to being a lot more just resourceful. It'll have a lot more resources with trees and nature and everything. So what will obligate the man to come buy that material thing from you when he can just go out there and in nature and everything to actually just get it himself? Versus with their world, they build so much infrastructure up and everything and make everything a lot more comfortable and a lot more accessible and stuff like this. So it's easy for them to actually sell these material things in the world because they build a lot more infrastructure with it. That's what makes it a lot more valuable.
They have a world.
Say what now?
You need to find some self-love within yourself and your own kind, because everything that they do, they stole from us.
Well, I know they stole from us, but I don't look at it like they better than us, or they are there, or what is better than us, because I look at it as dominant recessive, and the recessive gene comes from the dominant gene, so they can't be better than us because they come from us. They just a recessive gene of us, so they can't be better because they're recessive. So there is no better with them. It's just that they have a way that's actually different than our way. That's just more prosperous. It's not better.
I'm confused.
Pretty much what I'm saying is that better is one's self-determination of what he think better is, you know? Like what do you think yourself of what better is? There's no such thing as right and wrong. So what do you think right
I'm trying to explain what you're seeing is a high intellect. It doesn't make them actually conscious. It doesn't. You're seeing a projection of them at their highest intellect, which is no different from us at our highest vibration.
Well, you know, our high vibration is the opposite of what theirs are. You know what I'm saying? Like our high vibration is just being more naturist. Their high, pretty much the recessive race, the recessive gene is actually statistically weaker than the dominant gene. We're just gonna say it that way. So their gene is naturally being weaker than our gene. It's gonna cause them to have a lot more softer and a lot more comfortable things than the dominant gene. This is why the dominant gene don't mind having a lot more resources of nature, because what? That's our more connected climate. That's our more connected. That's our more better connection. We're not as connected to this. I'm gonna say it like this: the world we live in nowadays is a recessive world. In the world back a long time ago, when it was a lot more resources and everything, it wasn't as much infrastructure. The black man ruled the whole world in.
It was a lot of infrastructure, sir. I won't cut you off right there. It was a lot of infrastructure. You just haven't actually seen the picture. Well, but there was a whole city that was established. In several cities, there was black cities that was established with everything, with all the resources, all the infrastructure. You got to know that the infrastructures were burnt down and tore down because.
Well, I heard about all of that. You know, I did my research on all that too and everything. But you also got to understand too, though, the black community, we're so powerful in our own, just our own community and everything. The government.
I'm not accepting no more Americans.
Huh?
I'm not accepting no more Americans.
Okay. So the government won't allow two governments. So, you know, we know for sure the black community was just branch out and start doing their own thing in one or two states. Eventually out the wild, there's gonna be conflict because what? The black community has their own laws, rules, and regulations and their own system. We know the government has their own too. So it's gonna soon be conflict. And this is why the government always tends to bump heads when we build our own things, because what? The majority of the time, the black community only builds for the black community. Like we see these other races of people and everything, they may kick it with most of just themselves, but they also go out in the world and do business with everybody. But the Black community, we always only want to do business with just the Black community, and that's going to cause conflict all the time because what? We have a major power infrastructure within ourselves and everything, and if we was to just focus more on it and just start being with just about Black and everything, it's going to be conflict soon because what? That's going to get too big, and what? We're going to start tearing down the government that was already developed before we start doing our own thing. Like so, we got to look at it. We got to look at it as if the white tee, not just the white tee, it was Black and white men, but y'all always said mostly the white tee. They came here to the Americas and everything and started building this lawsuit, the laws, rules, and regulations in this system that we have today. They started doing it first. So we come in right behind them and everything and start doing it our way and everything. That's a war. You know what I'm saying? That's just a war that's gonna start because what? They started it first, and we coming behind them and want to destroy their way of doing it. Shit, that's a war waiting to happen. And you know what I'm saying? You can't tell a person how to you said what now?
We had infrastructure here way before them, and to be honest, you sound very defeated. I get it. I'm telling you, I kind of get what you're trying to say, but just speaking those things, it just sounds like a defeated attitude.
Well, I call it the bargain system.
Attitude.
I call it the bargain system.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Because we as melanated folk, we speak curses.
I'm not accepting no more Americans fussing up.
Very careful what you say.
Well, I see what you're saying, man. I mean the consumerism system and the bargain system. Like us as Black Americans, we had the bargain system sold up and everything. We was doing it real big with the bargainism system and everything. But over in the East, they created the consumerism system, and the consumerism system was more advanced than our bargainism system. So they put us out. So they pretty much put us out of business. It's like a store going out of business. They put the bargainism system out of business because what? It was more advanced than our system that we created first. We created the first system, which was bargainism. But they came up with consumerism and they put us out of business. I'm not trying to say that I'm sobbing and sad and everything about that. I'm just facing the facts of what actually happened. You know, I can move on and try to make something happen to better what happened.
Are you saying bartering system?
Yes. That was the first system and everything. And the consumerism system came after that, and they put us out of business.
No, that ain't.
Yes, the bargain system was a lot more simple. It was a lot more simple. You got this, I got that. It was just like the Black man nowadays. It was just a hustle, you know, like the Black man still is to this day. The Black man is really good at being with the bargain system, or what you gonna say hustle, whichever one you want to say, it's the same thing. But we're still really good at that. But they have so many ways that's actually involved with the way of consumerism and everything. It put us out of business because what? They have so much things up under that one umbrella of consumerism. It makes a lot more things able for anybody that chooses consumerism over bargainism. Consumerism comes with a lot more things versus bargainism. This is why we lost over and got everything took from us. If that makes sense to you.
The reason everything.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying the reason everything is because of these kangaroo courts. You know, if we go on our land in court, we got presidents that still want to remove people off their land even after a court order.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Well, y'all heard about all of that, you know what I'm saying? Just like everything y'all heard, I heard all of that too. But you gotta also realize that, you know, it wasn't just the white tea community. It was also our own Black people, our Black overseers, Freemasons and everything. They was also a part of it because what? They was already doing the trade back and forth with the old bargainism system, and they and the East created the consumerism system, and they wanted to and everything. They also wanted to advance to the consumerism system. So they did what you guys would call sold out, or however you want to say they did and everything. They wanted the consumerism way. They didn't want the bargainism way anymore. They wanted the newer way of doing things. So what? They gave land or sold land to get what? To get a part of the new system. You know, it's at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, y'all, it's just business. It's business, taxation, and you know, money. That's really what it's all based on.
It's based on them stealing our land.
Well, you know what I'm saying? You can't say they stole it. If our own overseers pretty much came together with them and gave it to them, did business with them to get the land, and did so many things, did so much manipulation and everything to get them the land and everything.
You're saying our overseers, but they were operating.
So I'm gonna redirect this conversation back to the prompt because my head hurts. Why do Native American and Africans deny the American Indians were reclassified to Black?
Because they are hard.
All I heard is that we got overseers apparently.
Yeah, still to this day. But I want to answer the prompt though. What she said, I can answer the prompt. That's easy. They
I don't know what you
much,
smoking on. Ain't nobody overseeing me.
Well, you know what I'm saying? They don't want us to know who we really are as a Black American simply because, like I told you, our power structure is so powerful.
The only people overseeing us is our own people, is ourselves.
Well, I'm not talking about overseeing no more though, man. I'm talking about something. I'm talking about the topic though, man. So what I'm saying is that our power structure is so powerful and everything that they know a long time ago when they started developing the new world order in the Americas, they knew it would have never worked if we would have kept our identity, because what? Everybody wants to copy and mimic us, and then not even just that, we would have been banging and pretty much still claiming the land very boastfully because what? We knew where we was from. But if they took our name and everything and told we was from Africa, we would have had no identification with the Americas.
My point is that's not an overseer doing that. Black Americans like that. I tell Black Americans that they're not African descent, and they start cussing me out and stuff. So clearly they like being slaves.
Well, it ain't necessarily a slave. It's just they've been told the same thing for so long.
They like being from mud huts. They like eating bush meat. They like that.
Well, they've been told the same. Well, they've been told the same thing for so long, and we don't have any type of connection. We don't have any type of connection. We actually can just be so accurate on that they're going to actually accept, even if we are telling the truth, they're not going to accept it. So it's just easier for the Black Americans just go along with what they've been told. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, even when I thought I was African descent, when people told me, oh, we're not African descent, I didn't start cussing out and getting angry with them. I just said, oh, that's interesting. And then I went and did research and found out we're not African descent. So I mean, if they're not behaving the same way, that means they like being an African slave.
Well,
that's what that sounds like to me.
Well, you know, that goes back to this, like the story with Moses. Moses pretty much, he led the children of Israel out of away from Pharaoh and everything, and they got in the wilderness and everything. And Moses was trying to get them all the knowledge they needed to pretty much start their own thing, and just just help themselves build their own infrastructure, build their own world and everything. But they didn't want it. What were they saying? You could have left us where we was at. You let us out here to die and everything. They went to cussing Moses out and talking bad to Moses. So it would be the same thing with you. They okay with the government. Most people are followers, put it like that. By most people being followers, they're gonna be like what you call sheep. They're gonna be sheep. It's only a few shepherds and the rest of them are sheep. So you really can't blame the people for who they are, because that's who they're always gonna be, you know. And until we have enough leaders that's actually in the Black community to stand up, it's not gonna change, because the majority is followers. So the majority is gonna actually go along with what's the most comfortable thing that's already invented or already created, if that makes sense to you.
It doesn't matter if we have leaders. If any leader came out and said we're not African descent, the whole entire Black community be calling them self-hating and all types of slurs and confused and identity crisis. So
yeah, I can see. Yeah, I agree with you.
So Native Americans, request up. I see y'all hiding within the live. Request up. Don't be scared.
Well, you know, they don't agree with, they don't want to accept that we actually come from this land, because, you know, they got so much, they got so many lies and identification that's set on saying that they were the first ones in America. So they don't want to come on and actually argue with you and everything, because.
Allow yourself to understand.
With us all the time.
You said allow yourself what, brother?
I said allow yourself to understand that all of the paperwork they got is our paperwork.
Right. $5 Indian. I know, I agree.
They're not in the wrong. They just were positioned. That's our stuff.
Well, you know, it goes back to the recessive racial sheep, you know what I'm saying? Like, by them being a weaker gene and more acceptable to laws, rules, and regulations, this is why the government chooses them over us. This is why the government give them give them reparations, give them money, give them funds and everything. Even the black Africans, when the black Africans get to America, they give them money and everything because what? They're more susceptible to the laws, rules, and regulations in the system. We're least susceptible because what? We know where we come from. We always pretty much we always had our unity in the black community. It may be messed up and everything, but we still always had a standard for who we are as a people in America, as a black Americans. So we're pretty rebellious of the system and the government. So they're not going to actually support us like they do the other races and everything. But they mostly support the recessive races.
We understand that it's a business, and it's contract laws, it's trust law, contract law over the
right, brother. Right. You said it right. Trust law. You right. You said it right.
The power is in the knowledge of who knows and who can apply this knowledge to their life. That's the smartest people are the ones who evolve quicker. The smartest people are the ones, their family. It's about the knowledge. You know, once you get it, once you get to that understanding, that one understanding that everybody understands, that you get to that understanding, that one understanding that's.
But you know the number one thing that's preventing the black race from actually being prosperous like the other races is a dominant gene. That dominant gene, it makes us more naturist. It makes us the gene. You know, nature don't build the way we see all this infrastructure that we have nowadays. We don't. Nature doesn't build their way. Infrastructure.
Interesting concept,
but it does.
I disagree with you on that. It's interesting that you would say that. But I disagree because it's so many levels to this that you haven't seen that will open so many levels of the ideologies and then what you're thinking right now. We are woodsmen, but we are also architects.
Well, I agree with that. My granddad was a mason. You know what I'm saying? I know I do masonry myself. My granddad was a mason, so I used to go work with my granddad and everything. Go ahead, ma'am.
So it's like you think by nature, you think primitive. We had these infrastructures were all ours.
Right.
Like they didn't come up with that.
They had energies. They were energy centers. That's why they attract us, because we're energy.
Right.
It's deeper than the surface. That's what
we got somebody new on the panel. What's your name? Where you from? When you think about the prompt?
I'm from British Columbia, and I don't know. Do they really deny that? Eh? That's what is it? Reclassified? What's this?
You don't know what reclassified means?
So like, what did they like take these people and they reclassified them to black?
Yeah, so they can steal the land.
Oh my God.
Really?
That's what happened.
I feel like yeah, they did, but like, are like y'all native or what?
That's why they're still here.
I don't know about all that. I know that probably did happen, but I don't know if it's your guys' people, right? I don't know. Is it? No, I'm a bit confused on this.
You don't know what reclassified means, sir?
I do. No, I do. Like they like when they were classifying people, I guess they were like, yeah, when they're doing like they're counting how many people there are, they're like, yeah, what are you? I'm in India, let's say.
Okay, so what is so hard to understand about the prompt?
Well, like, what's your guys' history like many people?
Does it say we're native on the background, or does it say we're?
I don't know.
Or does it say we're American?
I don't know. My bad. I was just assuming. My bad.
Well, you're not reading clearly.
I was just assuming.
Well, let me answer that, brother.
It says American Indian right there. It says, why do Native Americans and Africans deny that American Indians were reclassified to black? So we're saying we're American Indian, not Native American.
What is
Hello,
what is
fellow
an Indian
No,
American?
no, shut
That's
up right
it's
now,
literally all the
Mike.
same thing. Though.
No, it's not
And
the same thing. White,
yes, it is, bro.
white tea people. Hello,
Indian
white
American.
tea people were the first people to call themselves Native American. So no, it's not the same thing. If you call yourself Native American, you're a descendant of a white tea person.
Shut up,
What?
Mike. Don't start with me. Do not start with
Mike.
me today, because I will drop you.
I have a question.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Right on a status card, it says.
White tea person.
I have a question.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Right on a status card, it
The
is.
first people to ever call themselves Native Americans were white tea people.
It
The
is.
first people to ever call themselves.
Oh, that's
What?
wrong.
No,
What?
it's not wrong.
That's
You can look it
wrong.
up.
What are you
You can
talking
look
about?
it
You
up.
have no. You don't know your culture. You don't
Because
know
a
anything.
native,
You
a
don't.
native
We
means
You
don't
don't know your
know our
language.
hello.
culture.
Native means to be born
I'm a
somewhere.
black American.
Native, hello. Native
Mike,
means to be
no
born
one
somewhere.
introduced
If
you
you're born
yet.
in the
Shut
USA, you're a
up.
Native American. If you're born in Africa, you're a Native African. Okay, native means to be born somewhere. That's what it means.
What?
Sahel, like, no, she said no, sir. Hold on. I got it. Yeah, I just
Really?
came back to my mic. Yeah, what
Were
you
you
want to hear?
were you like eating or something, or are you just going on?
Yes, I was
That's
like,
good.
all right, so,
What'd you eat for dinner? I'm just curious. I'm trying to make small talk, you know.
like, I don't want to
Then
small
he
talk with you.
lied.
All right, my
And
bad,
then
bro.
he
I'm just
lied
trying to
and
be
said
friendly
that
with
he
you, bro.
was British.
Trying to
I'm
be
not British. I
friends.
said, bro, British
I
Columbia.
don't want to be your friend. I don't
British
want to be your.
Columbia,
Are you
bro.
Sahel, dude?
What?
You sound like Sahel.
Who? My name is Kingston, bro. Look at my account.
Bro, this is Sahel.
No, it isn't. Look at my account. I'm not. Chill out.
That's
I'm like my own person, bro. Look,
y'all sound just alike.
bro. You said
Like
this last time I was
y'all
on
be
here too. You were like, "Oh my god, you sound like this guy," and then you were trying to like accuse me of shit I didn't do. And I was like, "What the fuck are you
ish.
doing?"
You can't cuss up here. Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't know I can't like cuss like that. My bad. I just didn't understand the rule there. I'm sorry for violating the rule.
You're either Sahel or you're East African.
I'm not East African. I'm an Indian American from the Kwagil territory, the Numgais
Native.
territory. I am, bro.
Who?
The
You're from
Numgais.
where?
Numgais.
You're from
Look up the Numgais.
You're from the Lumbee tribe?
Numgais.
Numbees. How do you spell that?
Numgais. M?
How do you M?
I mean, no, N. Sorry, N. Namgis. Numgais. Numgais.
That is
Numgais. On Hawk. What?
BC. From BC.
Hawk.
Okay.
From Hawk.
Yeah, this is
and Yalis.
well, never mind. You're not Sahel then, because Sahel just popped up. All right. Fine.
Wait,
I guess you're
hold
not
on.
Sahel then.
Okay. Is this like this like guy? Is he like weird to you, or is he like
sound just like him? You can come up here, Sahel.
No, actually, hold on. Is this guy gonna be like my like twin? Where have you been?
Y'all might as well be. Y'all might as well be.
All right.
My thing is, you should have just been honest from the get-go.
Bro.
Now you want to say that, hello, I am talking. You want to say that you're American Indian after you found out the definition.
You was giving smoke to the women. You was being like, how was you talking to the women up here?
Hey.
Where'd Venus go?
They were asking me where I was from.
Where'd Venus go?
And then I said British Columbia.
Excuse me. She said she'll be back.
She said she'll be back.
I said British Columbia, and this girl thought I was from fucking.
Watch your mouth.
And this girl
how many times I gotta talk? Yeah, how many times I gotta talk to yo? Watch your mouth.
I just want to say your
She thought I was from.
Is disgusting and appalling because I was listening to every single thing you were saying up here, being very rude, disrespectful, talking about you're trying to hang on to. Oh, no, you
I
don't.
know my history.
No, you
yes,
don't.
I do. I know where I come from.
Okay, so if you are Native American, what is the root origin of your language? Because you don't.
My root origin? I speak Kwakpala.
You don't speak the same thing you do. You speak Kwakpala. Where does that
speak Kwakpala? Kwakpala is from the Kwakpala speaking people, the Kwakwakiwa people on the northern tip of Vancouver Island and the adjacent mainland.
I'm gonna do the research for that. On the Pacific, okay.
North Pacific Northwest on the north tip of Vancouver.
Origin of your language, your dialect.
That is the main language, and then
we gonna see.
Hold on. So
I'm looking at it now.
Okay, hold on. This is kind of hard to. So every nation had their own dialect.
Oh, I know that. Already. I'm asking you, what is your origin? All of you.
My origin?
Tribe.
I come from the Numgais. I come from the Kwikwasiktinuh. I come from the Mamalikala.
That's not
Village Island, Guilford Island, and
you was talking foul to the women up here. You was talking foul to the women up here.
No. I was merely educating, sir. These are these are
Nah,
misinformed people. Hold on.
hold on 1 second. I'm talking, so I got it. Were you talking foul to the women up here?
I wasn't. It wasn't foul. I don't know what you call foul.
Were you being aggressive? Were you being aggressive and you being overbearing to the women up here?
What?
Yeah, were you being sassy, aggressive?
I was
Were you
being sassy.
competitive
Yes,
to the women?
they were being sassy first. They hold on.
So you just get sassy with women. That's what you
We're all
that's what you do
equal.
that's what you do as a man, right? You just get sassy with women.
Nuh-uh.
You get
just uninformed ones, you know?
You get sassy with quote unquote so you think you can talk to people any type of way?
You just don't understand what y'all are doing is causing harm.
Oh, we're
How am I from the East Coast of the United States affecting you in Northwest Canada?
It is like
you're in Western, sir. You're in Western Canada. Sir, you're in Western. You're talking to a man now. You're in Western Canada. Answer my question. You're in Western Canada, British Columbia. How does me saying that I'm a Powhatan from Virginia in Maryland affect you as a British Columbian?
It's not me. It's those people in that area.
Those people.
You are claiming false lineages.
Name 10 tribes. Hold on, it's not even 10. But name 5 tribes that's in Virginia right now.
I don't know about those tribes, but you are causing harm to those.
If you don't know this, shut up. If you don't know this, shut up. It's that simple. If you don't know this, shut up.
Claiming your lineage.
Sir, I don't care. I don't care. If you don't know if you can't name me no tribes, name 5 tribes in Virginia right now.
Bro, you can't even name 5 tribes in Virginia.
In Virginia, Mattaponi, Chickahominy, Rappahannock, Catawamic, or Potomac, right?
Where are all these tribes located in Virginia? You tell me.
The Powhatan Confederacy, the Accomack, the Mattaponi, the Pamunkey, they're located near Jamestown. Yeah. The Powhatan Confederacy stretched up the eastern shores of Maryland, the Tidewater region of Maryland, Virginia, and the Carolinas. The Tidewater. If you don't know where the Tidewater is, there's nothing to talk about.
If I start naming histories from my nation, you don't know about them. What about?
Okay, I don't care about your history. I'm not in British Columbia. I'm not in British Columbia conversations. I'm not in British Columbia's conversation. Hold on, I'm still talking. I'm not in British Columbia conversation. I'm not coming into a Canadian panel with the people from Canada, telling them that they're false claiming or telling them about the people there. I'm minding my American business. Specifically, I'm minding
your pretending business.
I'm minding my Eastern Woodland business in the United States. I'm not in Mexican conversations. I'm not in Mexican conversations. I'm not in Canadian conversations. So why are you?
You're in pretending conversation.
If you Google pretending right now, who's gonna pop up? Someone that looks like me?
Picture of you, yes. Exactly. Like
you are a cotton picking liar.
I'm much less. No, I'm not. I'm all
a mugshot. So you thought you could look my name. Well, I'm not even gonna give you my name. I don't have a criminal record.
Darvid?
I don't have a criminal record.
It's okay.
And that's very racist.
And you're racist, and you're being racist and condescending. You wouldn't say none of that. Are you going to call any of us pretending in real life?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't have. You'd be picking your teeth up.
You are
somebody actually somebody would have to wake you up dealing with me.
Conversation, so you're like, I'm gonna beat you up.
You're not. No, I'm not. You're not winning in nothing, sir. You're derailing, and you're trolling. You know nothing about Virginia.
No, bro.
What get to the 13 colonies?
Fucking beats me, bro. The Atlantic Slave.
All right, cool. You're done. You're done up here. You're done. You're done up here. I told you to stop cussing. Now you're done, little boy. Like, I don't play little boy games. Like, how old are you? Where's your daddy at? You're a waste of a sperm cell. Your parents did a terrible job at raising you. Your parents did a terrible job at raising you. Yeah. Go fix your mommy and daddy issues. Go fix your mommy and daddy issues. Go hug your grandma. Like, so I don't play little boy games because you want to play with me in real life. You want to sit in my face, call me no pretending, because you'll be somebody will be waking you up. He's not even lumpy, Nikki. He's not even lumpy. Uh-huh. But yeah, go ahead, Elna. What's up?
Hey, what's happening, man? Can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Why do Native Americans and Africans deny that American Indians were reclassified to black? Yeah, so I don't know. I can't speak on Africans, and I can't speak on like BLK Americans because I'm not, and I feel like if you're not of a certain culture, I feel like you shouldn't speak on it. I am Native American though, so I can speak on that, and I don't think that we do deny, and I'm not by any means like speaking for all natives, man. I'm just speaking for me. Yeah, because I think especially on TikTok, I don't think that anyone really has that place, I guess. But anyways, I don't think that we do deny. I think that it's more of recent research. I think, and I don't know if it's Google, I don't know if it's AI, and I think there's a whole narrative of who is the original and who isn't the original. I think by the end of the day, for me, and this is just my opinion, I think there's bigger issues in the Native American community that we're concerned over, not over identity, for one. For two, I think that it's more of a principle and it's more about self-respect. I don't know you, Darvid. I don't know you from Adam, but I do know that you're a man, you're a human being, and it's not my place to tell you who you are and where you're from. So to me, it's a principle thing. It's about self-respect. It's about respecting others. Um, the gentleman that was on here earlier, I don't know that dude neither. Um, and I know you guys had disagreements or whatever, but I feel like it was more of a misunderstanding. But and I kind of came in late, so I don't know if he was out of pocket before I came in. Maybe he was, because
Yeah,
you did say
he
he
was
was
out of
talking
pocket.
reckless to women. But I think the point
I
is
wasn't here. Yeah, I
like,
wasn't here. But go ahead.
okay, yeah. See, I didn't know that. I kind of came in late, so I'm not like co-signing that or defending him whatsoever. I just think if he does come from a nation, then that's his nation, that's his world. And it just goes back to principle and self-respect. But what I'm seeing on TikTok specifically, I'm seeing a lot of times like people act like they're like the president of the enrollment office, and and I just feel like there's no one here that is the reign, and they don't become to tell other people their genealogy, or they're not the king of indigeneity. So it's like that's kind of just where I stand. And I think being indigenous as well, it's not only just your DNA and your genes, and I think it's a way of life, it's culture, it's dances, it's language. And a lot of people, what I've noticed on TikTok, I feel like a lot of people that claim to be indigenous really know nothing about their own culture and really know nothing about their tribe and know nothing about their dances, the sacredness. Um, by the end of the day, if people really want to claim to be indigenous, they would know that you're supposed to pray for everyone. You're supposed to pray for this world, whether I know you or not. It's more about peace, and it's more about community and that sacredness. And I don't see that. So to me, it's really, if anything, it's really YT washed, and it's really colonized mentality that I see. But I don't know. on the panel. And that's kind of where I land.
Okay, for sure. Appreciate it. What's up, Nationalista?
Hey y'all, what's going on? Osio Halito. And in my language, we say Hichatu. But to answer the prompt, why do Native Americans and Africans deny that American Indians were reclassified to Black? I know for sure it's because when you say that talking point alone, and even when you can pull up like the Virginia laws, or you can pull up the miscegenation, like you look into that show right there, that those people, they were calling them Indians, and then they reclassified them to color, Negro, and so forth. I think they only do that because, like I said, it's proof that you can pull up in their face, and they will fight that because, again, that's taking away their identity, because that's backing up our claim saying that we were reclassified to this. So basically it's just that I guess it'll take away their identity, because if we are the Indians, then they asking themselves, then who are we? So that's why I think the natives do it. But as far as the Africans, it's because they want to tie on to the narrative that we were taught, that we all came from the slave ship, so they have benefits to come over here in this country and thrive. So it's basically tethering and other people wondering basically who they are, if we are the Indians.
Sure. I love that. I'm doing some
If I
research.
said something wrong, correct me.
Nah, you straight. But shit, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. What was he saying up here? Like, how's he disrespecting y'all, Jordan?
He was basically saying the same talking points. Like, I was in the middle of cleaning and I had to stop and run to my phone because he started to, oh, you're just trying to hang on to something, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, we can tell you more about your stuff than you can tell us about us. And that's why I hopped on, because he was saying all the little stuff he was saying, but I'm like, he couldn't even answer one question, which was Alabaskan or Algorian. Couldn't answer that. So the other homie on here who basically said that a lot of them don't really know that they don't. A lot of them don't really know. They just repeat things they're told. That's why within the Cherokee Nation, a lot of people actually don't speak Cherokee. Like, they had the last mono speaker pass away several years back, and now they're trying to encourage people to learn it. This is something that they do need to focus on, because here and stuff, yeah. Oh, that's causing harm. That was another thing he kept saying. And then when he called us pretendian, I'm like, oh, see, that's why I made that petition. That's a slur. I don't like that. Because he wanted to try to say that we're taking something from someone. I'm like, we can't take something that's in our blood. That's ridiculous. So to speak to the panel, why do Native Americans and Africans deny American Indians were reclassified as Black? Is because, unfortunately, both of them feed off of that lie, off of that narrative. Because people try to jump down my throat when I said this before. The natives feed off of that narrative because they are like the Hollywood stereotype version that you see that's always out there of what an indigenous quote unquote American looks like. And then he started speaking, I think he started speaking on Mexican stuff, or somebody did, and I'm like, Mexicans, that term didn't really.
He was like all over the place. First he was British, then he said something else. He did not pinpoint who he was, and then he started saying disrespectful stuff. He started getting really sassy, cutting people off.
Very nasty, and claim that he was trying to educate. You can't educate someone.
Yeah, that's
even tell me what Alabaskan is. Like that, you can't do that. And then what the app.
Yeah, I didn't agree with the way he went about it.
No, you're.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Like, I was just finishing up, and then with the Africans, a lot of them come over because I see this in my school. I've seen it in the healthcare industry too. They come over and they bite off of that African American or Black American American classification, because if you stop and look at the census form, even though they're changing it up now, because now I've caught several different things they're trying to change. They literally can come over and classify themselves as either one, and then that economically and systematically pushes us kind of out of the way. They've been doing that on purpose for years now. Because I remember when I ago, people thought I was trying to be divisive and I was making it up. I'm like, no, if you actually watch it, they allow certain people to come over, and the benefits and rights and certain things that we had allocated to us that our ancestors fought for here, they're giving them to them over us. And you have to be aware of, how laws are and how things move, because that's why I'm about to read myself the Black's Laws Dictionary over again, because there's several different editions, but I'm trying to read that first one over again because they know legally, on a legal standpoint, what they're doing. And that's about it.
Just questions, no hate. They come up here. Like we all want to. I'm not about to read your comments and ask you a question. Nah, come up here. All right, y'all ask the same questions over and over again. You're gonna get a different answer. But yeah, what's up, Old Majesty? How you doing?
Okay. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Hey, what's up? What's up, Yara? Or Yara? But yeah, how you doing? Yeah, you got anything for the prompt now?
Well, I was just busy listening to everyone, and I was enjoying what they were saying. As far as Americans and Africans deny that American Indians have reclassified to Black, but the what was the last word on the Mongolians? What did they say about us? Have they accepted us as so-called Indians?
I guess. I don't know.
I'm just wondering, because when we try to go for reparations, will that be a block?
It should, like, folks, if anything, claiming that you have land taken for you and stuff like that, that there's land owed to your family, that's just strengthening the reparations case. I'm not gonna lie.
That's just what?
Being kicked out of a nation, being denied your birthright, that's just strengthening a reparations claim. So I don't know. I'll go ahead.
No, I was just trying to make out what it was you said. Did you say it should have strengthened it?
Yeah, it should strengthen the reparations claim. So that's why I don't. Yeah, I was about to say, because reparations is a repair. So to repair, if people are saying that they're indigenous and they had land stolen from them, their old money, they went through atrocities such as slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, all types of things, right? And saying changing that's not a new argument. It's not. It shouldn't be a new argument. It strengthens the case. That further strengthens the case of G-side, which is how it further strengthens. If you add paper G-side to a reparations claim, that's a stronger case. Paper G-side, getting your land taken, getting your identity taken, getting detribalized, that is a repair.
Yeah, but they're trying to, at one point they were trying to say that we need to prove that.
Well, you're gonna have to start proving that you had people that were enslaved as well.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the Mongolians were saying.
They paid NAs for what tribes got reparations? How many tribes? Did every tribe get reparations? No, they didn't.
Nope.
No, definitely not. They got them wasting away on them reservations. For real.
A lot of tribes don't have reservations though.
That's true too.
Yep, that is true. Go ahead.
But
You have something to say, El?
yeah, I just think there's just a couple things that just didn't sit right with me. That I'm gonna have to just respectfully disagree. So, and I think it kind of goes back. So earlier, you guys were talking about oh boy, and you said you guys said that you don't understand how it affects how things can do harm. I don't think so. I'm not backing that all the way, but I think what he was trying to say, and I feel like it was a little misunderstood, was that when we are, when we're doing lives like this, when we're on TikTok and social media in general, I think that there's very little boots on the ground versus actual just doing your own personal research, because I'm sure everyone on this panel does their own research, and that's
who's
awesome.
not boots on the ground?
But
you don't know what's from a can of paint.
No, and I mean that in a general statement. I'm not saying everybody on this panel doesn't have boots on the ground and isn't active in their Native American community. What I'm saying is that when one individual is telling another individual who they are and where they're from, that causes harm.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not saying you guys don't have boots on the ground. I don't know y'all from Adam. I don't know what y'all doing. For all I know, you guys are heavy and active in your community, and that's awesome. But the point, I think that, and he also wasn't speaking Spanish. I think he was probably speaking maybe an Inuit dialect. I don't know for sure, but a lot of language. Well, we'll see. I don't see, bro. I'm from Oklahoma. Like, you can tell them about your tribe and your folks, but I've also went to an Indian school, so I've met a lot of different nations. So I know a lot of different like native tribes, and I got a lot of friends, a little bit from some from Cali and some from New York and everywhere in between. But I don't, I'm not trying, that's not a flex or nothing, but the point I'm trying to make is that I think it's just simple misunderstandings. But I think a lot of Native Americans, I think, were kind of misunderstood, because a lot of people, the people that try to tell us who we are and where we're from, they don't go to these communities, so they don't know that, and I'm not saying you host, I'm just saying a lot of people, they don't come to these communities, so they don't know what we're battling against. You know what I mean? I mean, there's the youth with unaliving themselves at a high rate. There's unemployment. There's alcoholism. There's drugs addiction. There's teen pregnancy. There's, the list goes on. The last thing that we're worried about is, oh, where are you guys from, or did you guys come from a land bridge? And like, dude, we don't care about that. We're just trying to make it till tomorrow.
May I say something?
Oh, we got somebody.
Please. Yeah.
Okay,
please.
go ahead. No, go ahead, David.
All right, Donnie, what's up? Donnie, where you from? What ethnicity?
Bro, I'm eating real quick, bro. Can I talk later?
Go ahead, Gerbil. Go ahead, Gerbil.
Okay. I was going to say, respectfully, I understand your flight and I respect that. But we were on here for a while. Like, we've been here for a minute talking about our families just between ourselves. The misunderstanding came when Native Americans come into our talk lives, calling us those slurs, the pretend, saying that we didn't know what we were talking about, telling us to go back to Africa. That's where the disrespect come from. Our people are not evil, we're not bad or anything. We be literally minding the business that pays us, and all of a sudden somebody comes into our lives being disrespectful. So when we return the energy, there's a problem. It's
I hear
always
that,
an issue.
and I feel that, and to be honest, like, if anyone comes on online and they do that, man, like, they're only disrespecting themselves. I don't condone that. I give my respect. You got to give respect to get respect. that's the way I was raised. And I don't ever go to these spaces, trying to talk reckless or being, being corny or being a keyboard warrior, because you see that a lot in TikTok. I don't condone that whatsoever. I don't respect it. But when it does say the word Native Americans, there are going to be actual Native Americans like myself come in and be like, man, we're peaceful. We're really good people. I think it's just the bad apples that you get that come in here and start using those derogatory terms that I don't like. I didn't even know what that word meant until this recent stuff, but I don't condone that. I think that it's corny, and I think it's there's no class. And and I think
So
the
we're
real
just responding. That's all. We're
yeah,
responding
yeah,
because
no,
we're tired of
yeah, no, I
everything.
got you. Yeah, as you should.
And then on top of that, if I make a prompt, it's addressing people on TikTok because that's the platform we're on. So yeah, I'm in the real world. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like to have productful conversations. So like, I welcome. Let's disagree respectfully. That's my whole thing. I got self-respect, and that's the way I carry myself. That's the way I was raised, and that's the way I'm gonna continue to be.
For sure. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Step up. Step up. Are you there?
Oh, I didn't know I was on. I'm sorry. I was driving.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll drop you.
I was. All right, thanks.
All right, what's up, CR?
Well, what's happening, everybody? I'm kind of late to the conversation. I'm trying to pull up a little slide that speaks towards the panel and what you're talking about, Darby. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh man, Don, you still eating, yo?
Give me a minute.
You just on the panel eating, yo? Like,
I'm smacking
You grabbed
hard
the talk, but
too.
like then the other guy was talking. I was like being, waiting. And then I had like eat some. But y'all keep going.
all right, where is like the live, yo? Let's get up to 70,000 likes. 70,000.
I kind of just want to be thankful that we do have a native here, even if he doesn't agree with a lot of the things that we're saying. We're having an actual conversation because I get tired of fighting. Like I come on this app sometimes. I'm like, don't some of y'all get tired of fighting? And then what really kind of kicked it for me was getting unalived threats. That's something I want you to know. Some people in your community have been sending me not so nice messages that I have to get authorities involved now. So that's how crazy.
Yeah, that's lame. That's lame. And I'm sorry that you have to going through that. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I got real problems too. You know what I mean? Like, I got, my fiance's battling cancer. I got kids. I got bills. I'm just a working man. I'm just a human. I'm just a man out here just trying to get it like anyone else. Man, I definitely, I think those people that do that, I think it's just self-reflection of their self-hatred, really. So I don't mess with that.
Because whenever, that's not my first time getting that stuff sent to me. When I was talking about this stuff a little bit a couple of years ago, to be honest, I kind of defaulted back and just went silent. But now, since there's more people talking about it, it is important. Go up here nibbling. It is important.
Yeah, and I hear you. And also keep in mind, like there's over 500 different nations. You know what I mean? So it depending on what nations, I'm gonna mute up.
Me too.
All right, for sure. What you got, CR?
It should be legible enough for everybody to read, but if y'all look at the bottom of half of this little slide that I got right here, and it's explaining why not all of the Native American tribes were expelled from reclassification, and it further reads that not every tribe got to keep the Indian label. Eastern tribes like the Lumbee, the Nantak, and some of the Powhatan descent were legally reclassified as color or Negro in the 18th, 19th century census court records once they had enough African ancestry, or as they claim, I'm air quoting with that, or simply lived in a predominantly Black community, which meaning all of those people who they claim or who they wanted to associate with black, color, Negro, or mulatto, they just went ahead and reclassified them and just stripped them of their indigenous titles and labels. So when people who don't know or aren't familiar with this history, not saying this is for you, but to the ones that we have been having this dispute with, they aren't aware of this type of history of those of us who hail from tribes that have been reclassified to the ones that I had just mentioned. So when we get to acknowledging those who were the treaty signers and those who we seeing on these reservations nowadays, and the lack thereof of the accountability in acknowledging those of us who are truly of these tribes, you know what I'm saying? Not saying this is you, but the ones that we've been running into on here, because I'm in here, Oklahoma as well. Oh no, yeah, I'll be right back. But I appreciate it. Let me see.
All right, for sure. All right, so, all right. Go ahead. We got one more slot for an outsider, basically. Now, they dip in our pool. We have knowledge, so that's what it means about causing others harm. Probably, yeah, true. I can see that higher. Oh. Hold on 1 second. Accidentally send a screenshot. All right, you're off. Thank you. Shot. All right, you're off. Thank you for the gifts. But yeah, anybody else got something to say?
So that's
Okay,
go ahead.
No, you go. You go first.
Okay, that slide that he just showed, that you know, that definitely there's definitely a lot of history there, and I think a lot of, because even in my family and where I'm from, there's definitely a lot of there's like a lot of, you know, BLK that are also Native American as well. So it's nothing new, really. I think that it's just more of I think it's more of just the wording, you know, the wording that gets misstrued nowadays. But I really, you know, a lot of people, they lean towards science, and they lean towards, you know, history or whatever. And man, more power to them. You know, if you're gonna sit there and actually, you know, do your research and you know start source checking and cross reference, man, that's, you know, that's a dub right there, because you're learning and you're you know, you're trying to do the research. So keep doing, keep learning. That's all I gotta say, really.
So, Nas, you in the comments being disrespectful. Please keep my father out your mouth. I'm sorry you didn't know your daddy. That's not my fault, okay? And I was defending a sister up here that
What the
you're
heck did
being
he say? I don't have my reading
disrespectful
glasses
to.
on at all.
Keep my father out your mouth.
Nah, that's
Thank
wild.
you.
Man, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all think y'all can talk about people's families? Like what?
I'm
Nah,
back to
y'all.
the live whenever
Yeah.
you're ready, bro.
All right, cool. All right. What's up, Georgia? Nah, yes, that's mad lame.
Yeah, man, it's sick having
Vacation.
people interact up here. You did, just to try and get them some likes and follows in the middle of a serious conversation that we having about real history that's involved in our families and how we trying to wake this
Don't
information
address me,
up.
Nas.
No,
I
you
said what I
downsizing before I can leave the
said.
room.
Don't go playing
What
victim.
I said. Keep
Tell
my
me to
father
shut up.
out your
So
mouth.
I
I'm sorry you
responded.
don't know your daddy. That is
Don't
not
play
my
victim. You
fault.
told me to
Keep
shut up,
my
so I
father
responded.
out your mouth. Keep my father out your African mouth.
Yeah, and then relax.
Let me
What
know
do you
when
mean
you're
by
done.
African mouth though? Is that like
Hey Donnie, don't start nothing. Now be quiet. CR's about to say something. Be quiet. Tread lightly.
I'm gonna be brief. I just wanted to wake up some more information, you know what I'm saying, dealing with what's going on up in Virginia, Maryland area, as well as the Carolinas, and how the laws that they were writing during the 1700s impacted the native groups of people that they were classifying as African. But we know that from the last slide that I just showed y'all that they were calling us colored and Negro, you know what I'm saying? And this is just another example in an earlier time period of how they was using these same terminologies to remove us from our indigenous ties. But as we look through history, tracing back through these documents, they're talking about it's the same group of people that we keep seeing from through our ancestors that are steadily being reclassified every time we find them on census records or even throughout their lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? They might have been born one thing, lived as another, and when we buried them, they was labeled something else. So we just got to make sure that we understand the history and the proper context is all of the different slave codes that were written that we know to be true, that they utilized to reclassify us. The likes of Walter Plecker that went back into those same records and reclassified our people. You know what I'm saying? It's I can't always forget the lady name, but she was in the South. I got documents proving that she changed my family's records from I that listed as I for Indian to B for Black, while they still had B written on those documents in the original handwriting and cursive on those records. So we know that when they're going back and doctoring our family's information, you know what I'm saying? So it's just understanding this history in the proper context. And like, we're not here to argue with anybody. We're just sharing our family stories on these social platforms with others and showing them that these records are findable, because we've been told through history, oh, those records were all burnt down. Y'all don't know who y'all are. Y'all, you know, all of the negative stuff. But as we get into going through these records, we're finding nothing but celebrities, inventors, you know what I'm saying? People that were on the right side of time, that was fighting for the right causes and actually moving the needle forward. And we have a lot of people those same benefits that the YT and other people were given, as they're still giving to them today. You know what I'm saying? While our people just getting the short end of the stick. So we are on the right side of time, and we're not worried about all the trolls. You know what I'm saying? They come, they go. They're gonna eventually fizzle out. This information is all true, because the real truth of the matter is that as we wake up more and more of our people to this information, the more and more that they'll understand the true claim that we have to our ancestral lands here in America, and that we're going to move forward with getting our land back and removing anybody that has an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even like a threat to say that, you know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it, because when will the lies stop? When will the people of these harms be repaired? When will true justice stand, as people love to say they stand for? You know what I'm saying? It's going to come to that point. So, I mean, it's just the reality of what it is.
Yeah.
Real talk.
I hope that speaks to your panel, you know what I'm saying, of how they don't
I got a
know
question.
what's going on with as far as us and the reclassification. So I hope those specifics filled in a lot of the gaps to the people that are asking this question to themselves, to why they don't understand why we're actually reclaiming, because we've been reclassified. You know what I'm saying? So when you have previous ownership, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be full circle.
All right, well, Donnie, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Switzerland, bro, like Eritrean. I'm living in Switzerland right now. 22. And like, I got some basic questions, right? It might be kind of sensitive. I don't know how y'all gonna react.
What you got to the prompt?
Kind of sensitive. I don't know how y'all gonna react.
What you got to the prompt? Nah, before you that, what you got for the prompt?
Say it again.
What do you have for the prompt?
For the front?
For the prompt.
What does that mean?
The background, the question on the background.
Oh yeah, I mean on your questions, I have like some questions on your questions, not on your statements.
Nah, you ain't gonna answer a question with a question. Answer the question.
I don't get the question though. Like, I'm trying to answer right over there. Like, why do Native Americans and Africans deny that American Indians are classified to blacks? I'm trying to answer that. Or I have like a question on that. You know what I mean?
Well, y'all always got a question. Do y'all ever?
I mean, I think CR can give me an answer to my question. Or whoever.
You want to ask?
Can give me an answer. Nobody.
What's your question, yo?
I mean, my question is like basically, like for us, like many Africans, you know, the history has been like Native Indians are like the Native Indians, you know, and like Black people haven't there before. So my question is, if that is the case, that Black or like, I don't know, like Black people have been there like at the same time as Native Indians were there, how did they get there? Like, is that like,
Why
is
they
there
gotta
any
come
like,
from some? Where did Native Indians come from?
they were there originally. That's what history taught us in school. That's what I'm trying to go by. I'm not trying to make up stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going by the history that we got taught in school or by our parents, whatever.
Slurping in our ear.
Bro, how are y'all gonna come at me already? I'm just asking the normal questions, bro. Like that's how my history got taught, and I'm trying to get the answers. So how you gonna come at?
In our ear. I'm not coming at you.
I'm not. What do you mean slurping? I'm not saying you up, but the comment saying, "Oh my God, I think everything started in Africa." Listen, I'm not saying everything started in Africa, but like the history is like in Asia, the Asian people were there. You know, in South America, the Europeans got there, migrated with the Latins over there, and like in America, it was just like the natives, and then the Spanish came, whatever, blah blah blah. But I know there might be some different things. But my question is, like, I never heard before that Black people were there already. If they weren't come from Africa, that's what I'm trying to go. Like, where did they come from? That's like my honest question. Like,
if they were originally in America, that means they were in America.
Okay, then answer me just that question, bro. Like, why do they have so many similarities to Africans? Then even the DNA, you can literally see it.
Y'all African. All right, what since you want to bring up? Have you taken the DNA test?
Yeah, obviously.
What's your haplogroup?
I'm East African. Semitic.
What's your haplogroup?
What?
What is your haplogroup?
Semitic.
What?
That's not.
That is what you mean.
No, Semitic is not a haplogroup, dude.
Bro, what is haplogroup? I don't
you don't even know what a haplogroup is.
Bro, I'm German, bro.
We got not like you don't even speak English that well. You trying to talk?
I do, but like just like one word,
Tell
bro.
us something.
You can like literally explain it.
A haplogroup is a marker for your DNA. It's a marker from your DNA. Usually has letters.
What? Listen. I want to just clarify something because like, I already see some people have what?
Equipped for this conversation.
Yeah, he definitely not.
Yeah, I would.
That's cool. I mean, it was just like a genuine question.
Why do you have similarities? We're not the same people. Similarities does not mean the same. We got similar.
Y'all do not look like the Native Indians, though. Y'all look like more than us. So that's
what does an African look like? Explain to me what an African looks like.
It depends. Like if you go,
if it depends, then it means
yeah, East Africans have other features than
Africans don't have it. What does other features than Africans don't have exclusive features? You can find people that look like
have the African continent has.
I'm not done talking. You can find people that look like us in Australia, in the Pacific Islands, and in Asia.
Out there or migrated there, but
you got brought there or migrated there. We got brought there or migrated there. So if everybody comes from Africa, where did the first Africans come from?
No. I did not say that. Why do you say that?
If everybody comes from Africa, where did the first Africans come from?
You want me to answer, or are you gonna?
Where did the first Africans come from?
What do you mean the first Africans? Bro, you twisted my words. I never said.
Where did the first Africans come from? If we come from Africa, right? Where did the first Africans come from?
From Africa. Where else?
Where did they come from? How did they come up out of Africa?
Bro, you want to start now discussion if God exists or like evolution? What you're trying to say?
Where did the first Africans come from? How did they come to Earth?
Bro, that is a whole other question, bro. Why are you asking me this?
So if we come from Africa, prove it. Can you name 10 Africans that came to the United States?
look, okay, what I think was going on, let me say that, is that there are some history facts that say that Black people, especially Africans, have migrated there before any Spanish or whatever, Columbus, blah, 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 found it. But that would mean you're still African, though. You're Africans who migrated there and lived there as native Indians.
If everybody came from Africa, right?
What do you mean everybody? I never said that.
You're going off the outer Africa theory, right? Where did the first Africans come from?
Bro, that is a whole other question. Why would you ask me that? If you wanted to say Africa, God or evolution, how does that make sense?
Answer the question.
Did the first
What do you mean answer the question? That's the same question. Well, okay, where we all came from. What? How can I answer the question? If you're not believing
where
God,
did
I
we
would say
all come
evolution.
from? You said we all came from there, from Africa, right?
Bro, why you focus on that question? Why couldn't you just say where do y'all come from?
Where did the first Africans come from?
Bro, Africa. What else could I say?
No,
what part of Africa, dude?
Yeah, what part?
I literally said Africa.
How did they come about?
What?
And how did they come about?
That is the whole other question. You want me to say evolution
Y'all
or
big
God?
to brag on your 55 countries with your corporations. So out of those, where did life begin?
They started from the sun. The sun in Africa, the Bantu, Congo, Cameroon. If you want to go by that, we can start by that. But this is a whole other question. Why you want to ask about this? He's babbling, bro. Oh my
because
God,
if you claim it to be original, you need to know more facts.
Listen, I'm here to ask y'all about stuff. Y'all keep not coming at me asking me about some evolution, gossip. Wait, but we're
just say you don't know because you don't know your.
Wait, but we're
just say you don't know because you don't know your history.
What you mean? You don't know? I literally came here to know more. What do you mean no?
How are you?
Well, then you shouldn't be claiming.
Hey, listen. How can y'all not communicate with me as a normal human being? I'm telling y'all,
I'm communicating with you, dude. I asked you a question.
I'm telling you. Bro, let me say that.
And
I tell you, I
it.
cannot answer your question because it does not make any sense.
It does make sense. If we came from Africa,
okay, then God, we came from God.
Do I believe in God? I don't. No, I don't.
Okay, then I will say evolution. What you want me to say?
I don't believe in evolution either.
Let's keep it real. Okay, then, bro, then there's no point of me saying it, answering your question if you don't believe any of those.
Well, you shouldn't quit making statements when you definitely don't know what you're talking about.
That is no other question. He's asking, why do Native Americans, Africans deny that? I never denied that. Black people, where did they come? You cannot answer me the question. That's already
they came from America. I already answered, genius. They came from America.
Yeah, I'm asking you, why do they look similar? And then you told me.
Okay, just because someone looks similar to something doesn't mean they came from them.
No, but
it doesn't mean if I'm telling you.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Since it's true, right? I say they came from America. That's it. That's all. Exactly. Just because they look similar to somebody doesn't mean they came from them. You already established that. So that's
okay.
So yeah, that's right there.
No, I know, but Donnie, because you speaking ignorantly, because you just don't know what you're talking about. So since all four corners of the world was melanated people, why are we always focusing on so-called Black Americans in the Americas instead of Brazil, Portuguese, Europe?
Let's just go
Scotland, Germany.
Right.
Why are we always talking to us?
Wait, so
what do you mean talking to us? Who's y'all, first of all?
You know where you know where we're from, but you don't know where the original African.
Bro, y'all are so crazy.
I never said that out in my mind,
bro, and I'm trying to say y'all stop twisting my words. I never said y'all are or y'all are this, bro. I never said that. I'm literally asking the question, where do y'all come from? Because I'm confused. As an Africans, I know we Africans coming from Africa. I never said anything.
Cut it out. Talking to you for the past 5 minutes.
I'm American, bro.
Yourself when you said, well, you guys are African. We literally just told
I never said that, and I'll never talk to you. I told him, why do they then look similar? I never said that.
1 second, Donnie. 1 second, Donnie. Calm down. Let her finish.
You're not going to talk over me. Second.
Okay, only Jim.
Prove the point. Just because there's similarities in certain looks or skin color doesn't mean that they are. So are the people from North Sentinel Island African? Do you know what they
Africans? They're in.
What are they? What are they?
Now he know who African who. What about those 55 that you call African since it's so diverse and they're called African and they don't look like you? So your logic is not really making sense because the ones you call African and claim when we talking to you, you always claim them for numbers. And I still don't know why y'all claim them because y'all don't even resonate with them. But they don't look like y'all, but they considered Africans. So make
Can
your
I say
logic
something before I
make
get
sense.
muted again?
And then y'all always say, "Can you repeat it again?" I said the ones in your country, continent, the countries in your continent, they are diverse peoples. They da da da. da, But you call them Africans, right? When it's
Because we are
convenient,
Africans.
when it's convenient, when it ain't convenient, you name the tribe. You know
We
what I'm
never
saying?
do that.
But
Stop.
what?
Stop
Don't say
talking.
that because all y'all do it. People up here
Who's y'all? Can
see
you stop
and
generalizing?
heard
That's
y'all
so
do.
childish, please. This
No,
is
I
a
don't even
debate.
think you
you
qualified to
do it.
speak on this, Odani.
But we are adults. Stop doing
You
this,
need
y'all.
to have
That's
you need
just
to have
childish.
another representative
I do
because
not.
you can't
I'm a
say you're
very
trying
educated
to
guy.
learn on
Please
one
stop
hand and
throwing
then the
stuff at
next
me.
you say
Okay,
things like it's indefinitely.
Right.
You
Right.
can't,
I would.
either you know or you don't.
Oh, Donnie, so I
Okay.
think we can
Only
both
Jim.
agree. Hold on, real
Only
quick.
Jim. Can I say something to you?
One
Something
second,
more
because I want
reasonable?
to ask you something so I can understand
sure.
your thought pattern, right? So let me ask you a question. Me and you would probably agree that names and titles they're somewhat important, right?
Yeah, it depends. Yeah,
It depends or no? Yes or no?
it depends.
Okay. Well, I'm a very scientific person, so yes or no pretty much works for me. So you don't know, okay? Because this is my thing, right? If you have the assertion that we come from African, we're African, right? I think that you also agree that names and titles actually mean something and they're worth something, right? So although you try to wiggle your way up out of that one, I answered it for you. So let me ask you this question, right? Since names and titles and things like that, they we can agree that they mean something, right? Do you know when Africa was named Africa? Do you know how that name came about to be? Because, like I said, we can probably agree that titles mean something, right? Like you're not gonna call a duck a lion, right? You're not gonna look at fire and say that that's snow, right? Titles mean something, right?
Yeah.
Do you know when Africa was named Africa, or what the meaning of
It was named
Africa
by an
is?
European. Yeah, I do know that, but that doesn't really.
I'm asking you. Do you know? Yes or no?
I just said it. It was named by an European. I know that.
So you want us to adapt an ideology that the European made you adapt?
Yeah, all the jazz crazy. Listen, bro.
No,
I don't
I'm
know.
asking. You want us to take
then
on
let
a
me answer.
title that the European made you take on. That's what you.
Can I tell you? We Africans do not live by any Europeans. We don't believe in any superiority by white men.
Title African came from the European, though, right?
It doesn't matter because it's just a name. We still conduct.
So now it's just a name. So names don't matter. So why does it matter if we're African or not? Since names don't matter.
It actually doesn't, bro. Why y'all twist?
It doesn't. Okay, then
listen. No. You just
conversation.
answer yourself. You just have a conversation with yourself. Be quiet right now.
No, you dodging his question.
Bro, you just answer your own questions, bro. Bro. Let me answer.
You don't know what's up.
Listen,
down
I do.
right now, bro.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro. No. Bro, let me answer now. You talk, bro. Listen. If you were about to see me on the street, right? And I see you, I talk with you. I wouldn't ask you where you from. This. I would just literally hang with you, smoke a joint, whatever, chill, right? But y'all are talking that y'all are natives.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that
hold on, y'all are
because
so I'm coming here.
That thought pattern doesn't really work.
Wait till he lands.
Yeah, I'm not even answering. You just keep talking over me. That
wait
doesn't
really till he lands. Can he get to a period? Oh, because you ain't really saying that anyway.
Okay, listen. I'm just gonna keep it simple. In Europe, Africa, bro, can you be?
I'm not a bro.
All right, Miss, can you be quiet? My bad.
No, I can't be quiet. I can't be quiet.
All right,
this is my house.
Very, very childish. Okay, so in Europe, in Asia, let me just keep it simple. It's like we don't have any big scientific stuff, whatever. People, when you tell them in Asia, like in the East Asia stuff, China, South Korea, they already know how the people look like. If you were about to tell them South America, they would look like
without the European colonization, Latin Americans, the Mayans, the Aztecs, whatever from back then, they would like imagine them with the faces, the features, and all that, right? If you were about to ask them how a European would look like, they would tell you the Scandinavian type or like the more Mediterranean, Turkey, Greece, whatever type. Arabs, they already know who they look like. Africans, right? That's like the basic thing we all know from child. You know, you see at the maps with the cultures, with the people there, whatever, but how they live like. And if you're about to ask anyone in this world, like, you know, in Asia, in the rural areas, in the big Asia, in Africa, everywhere, they would tell you all that. Oh, he looks like that. He looks like that. And I'm just going by that, right? So y'all saying y'all are native to the Americans by our history, by like Asia's history, South America's history, that never happened. Like that's never war that never said, right? And I'm just going by that. Whoa. I'm just going by that, right? So I'm asking you, how
did you see what CR pulled up earlier?
No, I didn't see.
You said it was there. You said it was never recorded. It was recorded.
And I'm saying, bro,
it was recorded.
Bro,
you did. You literally just said that. I can hear.
Can I recast what that shit said? I'm saying the history books that got taught by us, bro, like the general books. I'm not saying it wasn't recorded at all. I'm just saying, but if it was recorded, I'm telling you, can you maybe then show them or explain them how y'all get there? If y'all not like from us, where did y'all get that from? To the lady in the indigenous goddess who said the North Sentinel idols, whatever that shit called, they are Indian. That's clearly they come from the Indian subcontinent. That's just how it is. The Maldives people, the Australian Aborigines, they're not African either. They're by far not African.
Oh, so there's melanated people all over the world.
Yeah,
that aren't African, but not in America.
Right, but y'all have the features of not the people, the Australian Aboriginals.
Yes, we do. There's literally a Black American woman that went viral. Okay. Yeah, there's literally. Hold on. There's really a Black American. There was a Black American woman going viral because she looked like an Aboriginal Australian. This was probably like a month or two ago.
Okay, brother, but this is like one case again. I'm just going by the
if there's people that look like her.
Okay, can I finish?
People in the world, she has a family. If she has a family, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sure they look like her too. There's people in the world that also look like her.
But let me finish my point.
I'm considering we don't look like those 55 people in those countries in Africa. We don't look like them. They're so diverse. Why do you keep saying we look like Africans in your 55 corporations?
Watch your mouth.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, watch how you talk to women up here, yo.
I keep talking. Thank you, darling.
So you just gonna keep muting me if I talk over them?
I ain't mute you. I ain't put my hand on no mute.
She's talking over me. Let me finish my point.
Oh, you're just babbling though.
You're not making a point, and you've been speaking for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. My point stands. You can't just keep calling me babbling.
Are you honoring the host at all? Why do you think that you got the privilege to just talk and say nothing?
Yeah. If you're like literally so focused on your own,
I can't hear nothing.
Points, and I can.
Yes, please.
You've never said anything.
Step up. What's up? How you doing?
Yeah, I guess I wanted to ask Aldani a question. Is it okay? We are trying to delineate. That means like have no contact, like give us space to figure out. A lot of us are trying to figure out our genealogy. A lot of people have done it already. What do you suggest we do? Because we no longer want to educate Africans on how we identify. It just doesn't seem to work. So peacefully, how do you think we can do that?
Okay.
Leave alone.
All right, let me answer. She asked me, indigenous goddess, whatever your name is. Let me give you an answer. Okay, I'm not even trying to be. I'm trying to be respectful as hell. Like, trust me. I'm just saying. For us, if you just keep saying to me, like, okay, let me say this in the comments. There were people saying y'all are how do you say the people that came after them? Y'all come from the Mayans, right? They say that. And if I look at the Mayan, the pictures, how were they depicted? then I cannot say y'all look like them. And then the other guy
What?
says y'all
Have you
are
seen
the
the Bonapartes, the murals of Bonaparte?
Do you think it's our responsibility to educate you or to
No,
delete
I'm
it?
just listen, Miss. I'm not saying that, but it's just like for us people outsiders who y'all think we don't want to listen, we don't want to be educated. I'm just saying it doesn't look like it makes a whole lot of sense if people from your community say we are Mayans, and the other one says we have been here for I don't know in the Americas, and the other one says we are this and this and that. I'm just saying there's so many things that are not like fitting or like adding up that it's just like looks ridiculous to believe. That's all I'm
And
trying to
that's
say in the most
you're an
respectful way.
outsider.
It's our
You are an
right.
outsider, dear.
Don't you think we are
I'm not even
being
trying to. I couldn't care less what y'all identify as y'all just like homies and
Couldn't care less, so there you go.
boycotting and delineating. Now you don't want us to tear stuff up and like get in a big old argument or fight
No.
over how we
Y'all are so hateful though. Y'all are so hateful.
Yeah, who's being hateful?
Because
Nobody has shown you no
let me.
hate up
Bro,
here.
let me
Nobody has shown
answer.
you any hate
Miss,
up here. Yeah, you have not. Yeah. Stop saying the trigger
I'm
word.
answering to it. I'm answering to it.
We have been trying nicely to peacefully delineate, figure our own stuff out with our own people, and get educated from people who have more knowledge than us.
Yeah, why do y'all feel attacked by me though? If I may.
Ain't nobody attacked by you. Hold on, you're up here yapping. You're up here yapping, not being coherent at all. Like
I just you didn't hear what my granny told me. You know, your granny didn't tell you who you were, and I'm just trying to find the facts. Some people have them, some people don't. It's our right to say or identify as we choose. I don't know why this is bothering Africans.
And y'all are
Don't
really
have to
hateful.
who's being hateful? Saying that we're not African is hateful.
Okay, why do you keep muting me, bro? That's just ridiculous now.
Keep using TikTok
Yeah, stop using the
words
trigger word,
that can
dude.
get him
Oh, okay.
knocked out.
Yeah, just say that, bro. I didn't notice. Let me say that.
You up here babbling,
I never
fam.
listen. What I said before, I don't care. Like if we just talk, have a coffee, whatever. I wouldn't care less where you come from. I would just see you as a human, like whatever. I'm not saying I do care what y'all come from, where your story is, whatever. I don't care. But if you tell me that, or any Africans that y'all are this and this, and I would just tell you look like African for me, and you feel disrespected by that. How is that my fault? I'm just literally saying that the general knowledge
Because
to
the
us
gaslighting, we don't look like Africans. We don't look like Africans.
Okay,
And
I
not
got it.
only
I'm
that,
just talking to Step Up. Can you let her answer?
not only that, quit gaslighting. You think it's ridiculous.
Let her answer, bro.
You ain't said nothing, and you haven't even honored the host.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this nigga just stupid.
Really?
He claims African, so this is the MO.
Ignorance is different.
What I'm saying, don't know.
Like
What I'm
African.
saying, don't know.
If I look at the Haitian women over there, she look
I'm
African.
talking
One mic,
learn to not speak when a woman is speaking.
I didn't even say anything, bro.
Friends, we just need our space. And
But who's bothering y'all though?
Dude, stop talking while she's talking. Shut up.
Just let us figure out who we are. The name calling come from how you guys start saying, oh, they must hate themselves. That we really don't take pride in claiming to be African because the situation was not good. That was something bad that our ancestors went through. So you guys can't expect us to have like open arms, you know? I mean, that would take some therapy if we really knew we were from Africa. How do we embrace that? Brag about it.
They ain't even from Africa, sis. That's the whole point.
I know, but
why you let her talk, bro?
Figure that out.
Dude, I'm letting her talk because it's my panel. You don't run nothing up here, dude.
I just, you know, I'm so tired. This is so tiring.
Thanks, I feel you.
All right, then I'm gonna keep it a bug. Thank y'all for having me over here.
Yeah.
Bro,
Save it for your
all love.
Save it for your mama. You ain't got
I
a lot
don't know
to
why
me,
you
Craig.
disrespectful, bro.
You ain't got a lot to me, Craig.
That's what we gonna figure out in America.
I think they're doing that on purpose, though, Step Up. I think they honestly, because there's so much of them that just don't got shit to do, right? They just feel like they can wear our like confidence down by continually coming with this nonsense every single day. But what they're not understanding is they leaving a digital footprint, right?
I don't know what it is. He wasn't as bad as some. He wasn't putting us down. And I just can't stand when they start comparing us. That just hurts my heart. Because I don't know how to be tribal, but I think I'm learning.
Sis, and I ain't gonna even be long about this. Don't trip. They are playing in your face. They're playing in our face.
Right.
He was just one of the ones they sent out too soon. He needs to go back to training. He wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't ready. He didn't know that we ain't them. I'm not her. You know what I'm saying? He thought we was just common. We custom made. You don't fit in when you're custom made. So they come up and they don't realize which panel until it's too late. He was just, he wasn't trained all the way. So that's all that is.
Are they ever really trained for us?
They trying to train them, but you see how it goes with that. They obvious.
Who's the pretendian, sir? It seems like y'all trying to be African American and Black, not Nigerian, African. It sounds like you trying to be African American. That's us, sir.
They mad though. They've been copying black people for so long that they just mad now that people is like, hold on now, let's take a step back. You know what I mean? Now that leaves them in limbo because they all the way African, right?
Yeah. They need to listen to indigenous. They not even from there. But did they ever pick up a book and try to figure it out? No.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
they don't know who they are.
You stay right there.
But
right
yeah.
over there. Could you imagine if they all came to the Americas? Woo! That would be bad.
Somebody who got really propaganda pamphlet.
Yeah, it would change the frequency even worse than what it is. Because the energy and frequency is off because these other immigrants are here, not of the land, not organic. So it won't go back to the earth that's organic for the people that's literally part of the soil until the energy is not wicked.
You're right. It would be another desert.
But yeah, I'm about to wrap this live up, y'all. It was nice having y'all. Until next time.